Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to do a review of a true iconic wig. If you are in the wig world, you know about this one, and I have finally been able to get my hands on it. I don't know why I never bought this before. Maybe the color wasn't right or it was something else. I found something else that I liked more. But this is the famous iconic Orlando from Vivica Fox. She makes some of the best wigs. They are so cute. I got this on Ebony Line for $30 and maybe it was like $40 with shipping or something. This is a beautiful wig that, oh my gosh, it looks totally like your own hair. I cannot even believe it. So let me tell you a little bit about this beauty. This is new Canacolone. I don't even know how to pronounce that, heat-resistant fiber that they say is new. So I don't know if this is something new they've done with Orlando. Orlando has been out for quite a while. This is a Futura fiber that is heat-resistant. They claim up to like 390 degrees, like almost 400 degrees with a curling iron, flat iron, whatever. So I am excited about that, although I'm not going to do anything with this. Like, I love these loose waves, these beach waves. I am definitely going to keep these waves in the style, but if it gets to be a little bit gummy or, you know, frizzy at the ends, at least you can put some heat on that to tame that down a bit. But, oh my gosh, this, and they also say this is a hand-tied lace front wig that is deeper and wider than it has been before. So again, I don't know if that is something new, but this is a super wide parting space. Like, it's all lace up through here. So you can, you know, flip this part front styling however you want, which is so awesome. I love styles that are like that. She is 19 inches, which I think is perfect for me. Very realistic. I really don't, you know, 19, 18 is probably my sweet spot for wigs. Anything longer than that, I just don't feel comfortable in it. I would never wear anything like that. I've never worn my hair that long, so it would be like not even believable. But she is gorgeous. This lace is beautiful. It is the transparent lace. Like, it's light. It blends in with my skin tone. The only thing is I might have to pluck the front here. It is quite dense at the top here in the front. I also thought that I might have to thin this a bit because, I mean, there is a lot of hair here, but it's not thick and gross. Like, when you grab it, I mean, it's not that thick, you know? Here at the top, I feel is thicker and more dense, maybe just because of the waves in this. I have not done anything with this other than cut the lace off. And you can watch the end of the video to see the out of the box on this. But right now, I am just spraying her with some water and wig conditioning spray, just to kind of see what these waves do. But yeah, she is adorable. Let me also spray my wig control spray in this as well, just to kind of wake up the fibers and soften them up a bit. Ooh, I'm thinking I like how these fibers are getting even more curly. As I said, I might thin this out a bit, and I would do that at the crown here. And to not disrupt these curls and waves, I think I might do that by taking the wig off and cutting them off down near the wefting. The color is P42730. And I just love these honey blonde highlights through this. There is another similar color that I think might be just P2730 or 427, something like that, where it's a little bit less highlighted, if you will. But let me take this off and I will show you what I mean about taking these wefts off. And I could do this in the video here. But see where these wefts are? You can actually thin your wig out at that spot. So let's say here, I wanted to thin this out on the sides. I would just take the wig and kind of separate it out where you would like to thin that out, and like about right here. And you just cut the hair off at the wefting. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of like weaving my fingers through where the hair is at that weft. And I'll pull this up so you can see. See where that wefting is there and this hunk of hair? That is where I would start thinning it out. And I have also noticed when I'm doing this, there are some return hairs here. Like these shorter hairs here too. Those are also what keep the wefts hidden, and they also give it some lift. So that is also a reason why this could be perceived as a thicker wig, because those little return hairs are keeping the style lifted. So let me grab some scissors and I will cut this off. Okay. And it's hard for me to do while I'm standing here, but I'm going to just cut this hair off really close to the weft. I'm not cutting off the weft. I'm just cutting really close to it. And, you know, when you're cutting close to it, you might, you know, be getting some more of those return hairs, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal because this is going to be so short that... There you go, see? And you just cut out a hunk of hair like that throughout the wig piece, wherever you want. Let's see here. So the only place you can really do it here is the lace front, but all of this is closed wefting back here. So you have to do it obviously past here because you can't get under that lace unless you want to and you know how to do that. I do not, and so I would not do that. But you just go through here, lift up some of the hair, and find out where you want to cut, basically. Okay, here's another section that I found separated where the wefting is. And you just start cutting. When you do this from the underside, it doesn't have to be perfect because there's going to be hair that obviously lays over this. And then there's a big section here. So thinning out your wigs this way will allow you to preserve the curl in your wigs. And as you do this, you know, you're not going to see a result right away. But I would suggest that you go slow so that you don't ruin your wig piece. Because, again, once you have this cut out, there's not much you can do if you don't like it or if it doesn't look how you want it to look. Yeah. So that is basically what you do. I'm going to do one more and then I'll put her back on and we'll see what she looks like. Okay, and here she is back on again. Yeah, I think the only thing I would do is pluck this lace here in the front a little bit just to thin her out. And then I might cut in some face framing layers here. It seems that this is a layered piece. Here's a layer, then the long one, maybe a couple layers. But I might like just, you know, cut in some face framing pieces here on each side. But yeah, she is gorgeous. You could wear her up. Perfect summer style. And this is a great one to like wear when you're running errands, to baseball games, whatever. I love a good curly wig like this. More forgiving than a regular wig, you know, a straight wig or something like that. You might have to play around with this a little bit. I will admit that I kind of cut the lace off a little too high on this one. But I will have to play with that a little bit, like either glue that down or make sure my bio hair is out. But yeah, she is cute. I mean, look at this. And this is kind of why I would maybe cut some more layers here so that I could wear this up, and have these trundles coming down. But she is adorable. I love it. I'm so glad that I got this. Not sure what she's going to look like from the back. But here is a quick updo. Yeah, and I might have to like watch that side a little bit. But for $30, I would like get her again and just like have this one for just, you know, running around, running errands, whatever. And then the other one for, you know, more special occasions. But yeah, if you want to learn how to either pluck the lace here, to practice on that, if you want to practice on thinning out a wig like I showed, you know, doing that at the wefting, get one of these cheap wigs and do it and try it out, and get the practice, because you don't want to do that on a more expensive wig in case you know, ruin it. So, yeah, what else can I say on this? She is just gorgeous. So glad I got this. Yeah, and I will do some plucking of the lace here at the front, and I will weigh in on how that all went as well. So yeah, stick around to the end of the video and see this beautiful piece as an out of the box, and hope this information was helpful for you. Like, share, and subscribe, and until next time. Oh, and I also will attach pictures of what she looks like outside in natural lighting. Take care and have a great day.